This thing is freaking fire. I'm going to show you today right there the best traditional linear leg press I've ever used. So have you guys ever listed something for sale and then all of a sudden you go back to use it and you're like, man, why am I selling this? This thing's awesome. So that happens to me actually more than you would think. I've got so many pieces of equipment, particularly leg equipment, sometimes I just don't get around to using. Like I've had this piece a year and a half maybe. I've only used it a handful of times and I'm like selling it because I want to make space. And then I go use it again. I'm like, what in the world am I doing selling? This thing is absolutely phenomenal. This thing is better than Nebula. It's better than the new TKO leg press, I promise you. Let me show you why. So this is the old school UCS/SPS. I don't think you can see it there. Unilateral bilateral leg press. Like this thing has got to be 1,700 pounds with no weight on it. It's a unilateral bilateral, but there's a couple things I want to show you that's the reason it's awesome. First of all, the angle of this foot plate. So you'll see me use it in a second, but the angle of this foot plate is the best angle I've ever seen on any leg press. I just measured it. You ever seen a foot plate with a 10-degree shallow angle? The angle is so shallow that it's going to allow my hips and knees to totally go from flexion to extension with no lower back rounding whatsoever. This seat goes, I just measured it, from 45 degrees in this position, like the angle of the seat is 45 degrees, all the way down to 10 degrees. So I'm going to show you. I can literally do a vertical leg press or a traditional regular leg press, unilateral, bilateral with this thing. So this is the older version model. There's a newer version, both of which are discontinued, that for some reason they forgot to put the foot plate at the correct angle.
So there are a bunch of unilateral, bilateral leg presses out there. This is probably most similar to the Arsenal Nebula as well as the Powerlift model. Both of those versions are built like tanks, but nothing like this. I promise you, I've used all of them. So this is the seat at the lowest angle. What I want you to notice is how much I'm able to allow the foot plate to bring me back to get full hip flexion as well as full knee flexion, just very, very comfortably. My rear end is down, my rear end is not rounded at all. And my glutes stay on the pad, my lower back stays on the pad the entire time. The other thing that's nice with this is there is a space for my lower back to go. There's actually a space in between that lumbar pad and my rear end pad so that my lumbar spine can actually go in a little bit of lordosis. The problem is most leg presses don't allow that, but just look at that range of motion. So I kind of do this and hold the bottom stretch. It really allows me to hit that stretch of the adductors and of the glutes and hamstrings better than anything. So this is the highest setting, the 45-degree setting, and it's actually pretty comfortable. Now I mostly use it in the lowest setting, but you can still use it from this perspective. Hit quads with your feet low, glutes and hamstrings and adductors with your feet high. There's a little angled platform on the bottom. You can do calves as well. But just look at that range of motion, very comfortable. It's not compressing my spine at all. And it's all because of the angle of the foot plate more than anything. So you can actually technically reproduce this foot plate angle with wedges on any other leg press, which linear leg press that I've done many times. It's just very convenient to have it built into the actual machine itself. So this, you can see, look at me doing it one leg at a time. This is how I've traditionally done it the most. Just watch how comfortable it is for the foot plate to come all the way back, almost to my rear end. You can see like the leg presses I have next to it. I love those things too, but you can even see compared to the Atlantis, the universal leg press there, and even my 70-degree leg press, the shallow angle of this beats all of those other ones as far as like comfort and as far as like hip flexion without rounding the lower back.
Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe below. Lots more cool content coming your way. Have an awesome day.